मज़ीद वीडियोस देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन को क्लिक कीजिए।
Self-forgiveness. When we think about forgiveness, we often focus on the need to forgive others. Going through life, we are bound to be wronged, hurt, and disappointed by other people. Hopefully, as we've gotten older and with great experience and wisdom, we've learned to accept a sincere apology, forget about the unpleasant things that have happened in the past, and forgive others in order to move on in life. But what if the tables are turned and you are the one in need of forgiveness? Maybe you've already apologized to someone, but you aren't letting yourself off the hook so easily. If you're willing to forgive others, aren't you worthy of forgiveness too? Why does it seem so hard to forgive yourself? Forgiveness is a lot easier when you have an external situation of another person who's done something wrong. But looking at yourself, your past choices, behaviors, and decisions, it can be somewhat confusing. The process of forgiving yourself forces you to face the reality of how you treat yourself. Are you harsh, critical, and unforgiving most of the time? Or do you go easy on yourself in certain situations, such as working at a new job? Do you allow the critical thoughts in your head to run your life? Maybe you've even told yourself you don't deserve to be forgiven. Or it is possible you allow others a lot more leeway for bad behavior, but hold yourself to an impossibly high standard. If you feel that you don't deserve to be released from the guilt of what you did or didn't do, as is the case for many people who have suffered abuse or have been through a traumatic experience, it will run your life for you and keep you from letting up on yourself. What are the benefits of self-forgiveness? A lack of self-forgiveness can hold you back from living life. But the act of forgiving yourself can break those self-imposed restrictions you have put on yourself. Self-forgiveness is necessary to be able to live your best life and to move forward. Self-forgiveness can give you peace of mind, reduce anxiety and stress, improve relations with yourself and others, increase your sense of humility, provide relief, and deepen your sense of compassion. If you're struggling to find a way to forgive yourself, here are some effective ways to begin letting go of the past and start a new path toward acceptance. Accept that the past is the past. It cannot be changed. Very often, the mistakes we make are not done with malicious intent, but due to a lack of knowledge. Rather than feeling guilt and regret, focus instead on the lessons that can be learned. To do this, you need to acknowledge that the past is the past. There is no way to rewind time and undo what has already happened. Instead, you can learn to do things differently the next time around. Recognize your unrealistic expectations for yourself. Examine the differences between what you expect of others and what you expect of yourself. Self-forgiveness is all about kindness to yourself. Living your best life is not about perfection. It's just not possible to live a life of perfection. Just as you would forgive your friends and family and give them a second chance, you should give yourself a second chance as well. You deserve it. Recognizing that making a mistake doesn't make you a mistake can help you practice forgiveness for yourself and others. Put things into perspective. Now, oftentimes we remember all the things that went wrong and not the things that went right. Once a day, think about all the kind and positive things you've done and recognize the positive impact you have. This practice will help you see all the good that you bring to yourself and others without focusing on any mistakes or wrongdoings. Self-forgiveness can be tough and take some practice, but one thing you shouldn't ever do is give up on yourself. You are worthy of forgiveness. Just give yourself some grace and patience. Your ability to forgive others is directly tied to the ability to forgive yourself. It's all about acceptance. Accept your imperfections and your humanity. Accept that you don't need others to be perfect, and also accept that you don't need to be perfect either. That means you can stop punishing yourself for any small mistakes or wrongdoings and let go of the past and live a healthy life.